depth on actually how to purchase, not just a little tutorial around everything, but some of the lingo and what I use and my criteria when I pick kind of a thing. I'm not going to get into any iron condors or any kind of strategies. This is just going to be very simplistic, but it's going to help you so that you don't purchase an option way out of the money and it either expires and you make nothing, or if you want to exercise it, you can exercise it. But I don't want to see anyone buying penny stocks. Anything under $5, GoPro now is now considered a penny stock. You want to be able to control stocks that normally you couldn't control, like Amazon, Apple, Tesla, things of that nature, Netflix, and you can do that with options because it's not near as expensive, but they can still be a little bit expensive. But for 100 shares of Apple, you know, you're looking at $16,825, where the options we can get into it, it's going to be quite a bit cheaper. But keep in mind, the longer you have an option, the more expensive it is, because the more chance of it actually happening or you being able to make money on that contract. So we got to keep that in mind. But for instance, let's get into it. I'm going to use Apple as example. We're going to go trade options. They've got some simplistic, very easy to understand going up. You think it's going to go down, vice versa. Short-term, high risk. This is for next Friday. You know, it's going to be $168. That's probably, yeah, $168. It shows you simplistically what your max gain and max loss is, and you can buy and yada yada yada. If you're going to do one of these, use what I'm about to tell you so that you can make a more educated decision. But as you can see, the long term, you know, so January of next year, it's quite a bit more expensive. Just because of the sheer fact that you have more time on your hands in order for that to do. So I kind of like doing leaps, you know, which are more long term. So control anywhere between 90 to 120 days. Just gives you time. You don't have to always go through, but if you want to exercise the contract, well, you got to get in touch with Robinhood and see if you want to buy stocks at the certain price that you bought the contract at. Or I just hold on to the contracts, and when I make money on them, I sell them to another party. So anyway, let's just go. That's only about a month. So right in here. We always want to stay relatively right around in the money. Okay, so anything close to what the share price is currently. You know, if you get way outside the money, it becomes quite a bit cheaper, but the chances of that happening are much more slim. So let me go back here and disregard the price as of right now, but we're going to show you a little bit more. So just the terms. When it comes to options, the actual price is going to be this 168.29. It's what it's currently trading for, and these are the strike prices. So 170, 175, 165, 160. Okay, and so when it comes to Robinhood, this price here is essentially the bid price on what you're willing to pay for it. So this would be $928, because keep in mind we're controlling 100 shares just with one contract. So if you were to buy 2 contracts, well, that's 928 times 2. You know, you're looking 18 something. So, or vice versa. You know, 63, something like that. I got a calculator here, so we can go over it. So what I want to go through is intrinsic value. It's another key term in option trading, and it is the difference between the actual price and then the strike price. Okay, so we're going to use this 170 call option for the share price. Alright, so let's just do that right now. So we got 170 minus 168.29. So we got a difference of 1.71, or a difference of $1.71. Okay, and my rule of thumb is I want to keep my intrinsic value 50%, either 40% to about 70% of the bid price. Okay, so we're using this call right here, so $9.28. And I'm at 18%. So I believe anything below 40 is a bad call, and anything above 70%, well, you're paying too much for that contract. So let's keep moving on. So I'm going to go for this 185 call. So I've got 168, 130, because the price has gone up a little bit, minus 185.